Hello and welcome to HCN Evening News Bulletin with me, Clinton D'Souza, and here are the top stories. After the authorities announced that people with double dose of vaccination can enter Goa freely, looks like checking is not serious enough at the borders. Today in this story, we will show you the experience of a passenger who arrived Goa via road. He shared his journey and experience, especially at the Goa border, of what he saw.
This is to let you all know that on my return journey from Pune to Goa on the 10th, when we entered Goa, when we entered the Patra Devi checkpost, the bus had to stop so that passengers could deboard and show their COVID negative certificates or double dose vaccination certificate. So the driver suddenly said that there is, after the bus stopped and the passengers had gotten down, that there is no need to go, no need for the ones who do not possess a 72-hour valid certificate to go to the kiosk for a test, but give him the 250 rupees and go back and sit in the bus. In his words, उधर जाके मगजमारी क्यों करने का, मेरे को इधर पैसा दे दो और वापस बस में बैठो और हम will be on our way. So when I confronted him and asked him, why are you doing this, who's given you the authority, he's saying that the officers from the kiosk, they had come and told him to do this. When I asked, I said, who are those guys who came? So he did make an attempt. He did go on the other side, and but nobody turned up to come back with him and say that, okay, what is happening? In the end, he had to return the money and tell everyone to go and get the test done. What I'm trying to highlight here is that this happened at 9:55 a.m. in the morning. He is doing it very confidently, he is doing it very brazenly. So this means that he's been told to do it. On his own, why would a bus driver do it? There were two policemen also standing by, but I guess it was not their duty to check passenger buses because they were checking private vehicles. They were checking private vehicles. Probably the manpower is inadequate, but this is an absolute serious lapse of COVID protocol SOP set by the government. And in the end, if things go out of hand, the blame comes on the health workers, on the doctors, on our medical facilities, that we are not able to handle the situation. So to this effect, I have made a representation to Mr. Ajit Roy, our collector. He was kind to meet me at a short notice, and he has assured full investigation and a stop to this practice. If there were two policemen there, but they were checking private vehicles. Now they cannot be doing private vehicles and buses or whatever. So, but the SOP has been flouted openly by the bus driver, and a bus driver is a mere mortal. He cannot be collected. And what does he do? You mean to say he'll collect the money and people will allow him to pass without the money being shared? It happened well within Goa jurisdiction. The bus had crossed the border and it was into Patra Devi. So the bus was on the left hand side entering Goa, and the kiosk is on the other side, exactly opposite.
Today in this special story, we will highlight of what kind of manifesto people of Goa want. Speaking to HCN, several people said that the manifesto should reflect the true needs of the people, not pieces of paper with words cut and pasted. They also highlighted how people's needs and demands were mentioned in the past, but nothing was fulfilled once elected.
इलेक्शन मॅनिफेस्टो म्हणटा तो सामको गरजेचो आसता, पूण आमी पळयतात की इलेक्शना पयलीं हे पॉलिटिकल पार्टी कॅन्डिडेट वेगवेगळे मॅनिफेस्टो तयार करतात आनी ताचो इंटेन्शन क्लियरली आसता की आपूण जर निवडून येयलो जाल्यार ही सगळी कामां करतलो. पूण गेले खुबशीं वर्सां आमी पळयतात की मॅनिफेस्टो फक्त इलेक्शना पुरती मर्यादीत उरता. हेच्या उपरांत जेन्ना इलेक्शनाचे रिजल्ट येता तो कॅन्डिडेटाक म्हाका दिसता खबरचो नासता की ते मॅनिफेस्टोची फर्स्ट लायन कितें आनी लास्ट लायन कितें ती. सो म्हाका दिसता की हो जो मॅनिफेस्टो जे पॉलिटिकल पार्टी किंवा जे कॅन्डिडेट तयार करतात, म्हाका दिसता हेंच्यांनी हेची खंय तरी एक नोटीस बोर्डार बिल बोर्डाचेर म्हाका दिसता हो 5 वर्सां आपलो मॅनिफेस्टो जिखून येयल्या उपरांत पोस्ट करून दवरपाची गरज आहा, जेच्या करून की तांकां स्वताकूय कळटलें की आपूण 5 वर्सां पयलीं कितें लोकांक प्रॉमीस केल्लें, आनी लोकांकूय कळटलें की ह्या कॅन्डिडेटान कितें प्रॉमीस केल्लें आनी कितलें फुलफील केलें. सो म्हाका दिसता इलेक्शन मॅनिफेस्टो शूड नॉट बी ओन्ली फॉर द इलेक्शन पर्पज, पूण जो कॅन्डिडेट जिखून येता म्हाका दिसता तेचो फूल जो 5 वर्साचो जो टर्म आसा तेतूर म्हाका दिसता तो व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट आनी तो तरी खंय तरी एक सारको नोटीस जाता तसो खंय तरी लावन हायलायट करपाचो.
What a manifesto ought to include, I think, are well thought out policies. Because many a times you find manifestos which says that we will guarantee 15 lakh jobs, or we will make sure that everybody earns 15 lakhs a year, which are just long shots. There is nothing concrete about that. So if a manifesto is able to reason out why they are making such claims or why they are promising these things, would be much better. Like, for example, you had the Nyai scheme, which a party once promised to the people in their manifesto. About 15,000 rupees a year, and a proper reasoning was given with regards to that calculation of how 15,000 rupees will be given. So if parties and politicians and leaders are able to reason out why they are making such promises with regards to environment, with regards to employment, I think that would be much better. But I am firmly of the belief that manifesto should not be what the people want to the politicians. It should be what the politicians are willing to promise, what is their policy if they get elected. That is my belief.
The locals from Kalangut have come out and raised their voice over the alleged illegal road being constructed by a hotel at Gauravado, Kalangut. They've also alleged that due to this road, the traditional access to the chapel has been blocked. Locals have also submitted police complaint and have demanded immediate action. The extravagant cable-stayed bridge, marked as an engineering marvel ironically, has turned into a bridge of shame, showcasing instead shabby, substandard, and apparently poorly supervised work, which seems to have become the hallmark of projects executed by GSIDs. Once again, Kalangut locals came out on streets, this time because of a alleged private road that is being constructed for a hotel. The locals said this is a complete illegal road that is being constructed by a hotel at Gauravado, Kalangut. They also alleged that due to this road, the traditional access to the chapel has been blocked. Watch.
एम्बुलन्स येता पळय तसलो कित्याक कपलान कोणाकूय कितें जालें मिसाक वो कोणा जाल्यार रिजर्व करून एम्बुलन्स वचून तसलो आमी रस्तो मारलो आनी आमी मारलो कितें दोशी सायडीन आमकां दुरी रस्तो दोशी सायडीन मारलो पूण आयज पासून आनी आमकां पंचायती रस्तो आमकां दिवंक जायो आमकां हेचो बिल्डर आमकां नाका आमकां पब्लीक रस्तो पंचायतीन डांबर घालपाक रस्तो जावो आमकां आनी हो आमकां दाखयला आमच्या प्लानाचेर तोच रस्तो जावो आमकां दुसऱ्या सायडीन शिफ्ट करपाक नाका होच रस्तो आमकां दिलो आमी हॅपी
आमकां जो सामको 3 to 4 meters रोड कंप्लीट रोड
सो तेंच्यांनी कितलो दवरलो
तेणी रोड दवरला मात ते मुडीत हा ते सेटबॅक कांय करूंक ना सेटबॅक तेंच्या सेटबॅकान आमकां रस्तो दवरला तेणी तो रस्तो आनी तो कुडके काडीत 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 हा तेज्या रस्त्याचेर सो आमकां तो रस्तो दवरता तो आमकां प्रॉपर रस्तो जाय
ऑल विलेजेस ऑफ कलांगूट हे फाल्यां 11 सुमार पंचायतीन वयतले सरपंचाक जाप विचारपाक आनी ताका सांगपाक जी ऑक्युपन्सी सर्टिफिकेट तुवें ह्या प्रोजेक्टाक दिल्या ती रिवोक करची हेका लागून आमी फाल्यां पंचायतीन
आयज हांगा एक व्हडलो इश्यू जाल्लो आसा रस्त्याक लागून आनी आमचे कोपेर आहा 7 दोनांचे कोपेर आहा न्हू आनी हो पळय एक्सेस पळय रोड पळय आमी आहा कोपेरान वचपाक तो सेंचुरी रोड रस्तो देवो रस्तो कोणाक नाका ना हो पळय रस्तो आहलो लोकांचो डिमांड आहा आमचो डिमांड आहा आदी बरो आसतलो तो तुमी आमकां रिटेन करपाक आदी एक्सप्रेस रोड आसलो पळय तो कित्याक हे रस्तो पळय दाखयला तो सेटबॅकान दाखयला आमकां सेटबॅकान रस्तो नाका रस्तो जावो 3 मिटर एक्सेस प्रॉपर एक्सेस टू गो टू द चॅपल
आयज आमी एक इन्स्पेक्शन केलें प्रोजेक्टाचें पंचायतीक घेवन आनी खरें म्हणटाले लोक एग्रीव जाल्लेले आनी तो चॅपलाक रस्तो वयता पळय तो रस्त्याक लागून लोकांनी पंचायती कडेन मारले ते 3 मिटर चॅपलाचो रस्तो आहा तो क्लियर मेंटेन करचो तेन्ना हेच्या पयलीं 2 इन्स्पेक्शनां पंचायतीन केली पण दोन्ही इन्स्पेक्शनाचो रिपोर्ट करूंक ना पंचनामा करूंक ना आनी एक्शनूय घेवंक ना आयज 3रे इन्स्पेक्शन तेंच्यांनी काडलें अशें दिसता की ही इन्स्पेक्शनां फकत लोकांची दिशाभूल करपाक पंचायत करता अशी जेन्ना आयचें इन्स्पेक्शन तेंच्यांनी काडलें त्या इन्स्पेक्शनाचें अशें डिसायड जालें की बाबा हो रस्तो क्लियर मेंटेन करपाक जाय पण त्याच्या पयलीं बिल्डरान जेन्ना त्याच्या हातीन ऑक्युपन्सी मेवली पंचायतीची, त्यांनी तो रस्तो खोदूंक स्टार्ट केलो म्हणून लोक हांगर एकठांय जाले. आनी आयज पंचायत इन्स्पेक्शन करूंक येयला. पूण पंचायतीक एकूच क्वेश्चन आहा, जेन्ना तुमी एश्युरन्स दिल्यात लोकांक की ह्या रस्त्याची इश्यू क्लियर जाल्या शिवाय ऑक्युपन्सी दिवचे ना म्हणून, तुमी ऑक्युपन्सी कशी दिल्यात? तर ताचेर हेच ऑक्युपन्सीचे तांच्याच पंचायत मेंबरान एक रिटर्न घातलेलें आहा की ही ऑक्युपन्सीचो इश्यू जो आहा पळय हो मिटिंगेन डिस्कस जावंक ना आनी मिटिंगेन रिजॉल्वूय जावंक ना. तेन्ना मिटिंगेन रिजॉल्व जायना आसतना तुमी ऑक्युपन्सी सेक्रेटरीन कशी इश्यू केली? हाचेर एक इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन करपाची. आनी अशें खूब जाल्या. अशें जे ऑक्युपन्सी मिटिंगेन घालिनासतना, कितें मिटिंगेन डिस्कस करिनासतना, मिटिंगेन पास करिनासतना कलंगूट पंचायतीन अशे कितलेशे NOCs आनी हे डॉक्युमेंट्स रिलीज केल्लेले आसा. हाचेर एक इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन करपाची गरज आसा. तेन्ना आयचें जें कितें जालां, आयचो जे रस्त्याक लागून जें कितें जालां ताचेर आमी निशेध करता. आनी हो लढो आमी असोच फुडें व्हरतले आनी जो पर्यंत हो रस्त्याचो इश्यू सॉर्ट आउट जाना तो पर्यंत हो लढो आमी कंटिन्यू दवरतले.
On Tuesday, tar balls troubled the visitors and locals at Kalangut. Recently, such tar balls were found in Morjim, Anjuna, and several beaches of the south pole. On Tuesday evening, these sticky tar balls troubled not only the devotee during the 5 days immersion of Ganesh idols, but also the visitors enjoying a walk. From Anjuna Beach, tar balls were also found at the Kalangut and Kandolim Beach. On Tuesday, tar balls troubled the visitors and locals at Kalangut Beach. On Tuesday evening, this turned out to be sticky, as tar balls troubled not only the devotees during the 5 days immersion of Ganesh idols, but also the visitors enjoying a walk. It has also left stains on the soles of the feet and skin, as sources it was usual seen during the pre-monsoon and the rains. The IMD has predicted that Goa will witness heavy to moderate rainfall at isolated places over North and South Goa district during the next 48 hours, with a wind speed of 40 km per hour to 45 km per hour. However, the rainfall activity is most likely to decrease furthermore.
पिछले 24 आवर्स में मानसून गोवा के ऊपर विग्रस रहा और जो 13 रेनफॉल मेजरिंग स्टेशंस है गोवा में, उसमें एक में सांगेम पे हेवी रेनफॉल रिपोर्ट किया गया जो कि 77 mm था. केपेम में भी ऑलमोस्ट 6 सेंटीमीटर रेनफॉल रिपोर्ट हुआ. फिर परने में रिपोर्ट हुआ अराउंड 5 सेंटीमीटर्स ऑफ रेनफॉल. और आज के दिन यानी कि 13 सितंबर को जो गोवा का स्टेट एवरेज रेनफॉल है क्यूमुलेटिव जो है इस सीज़न का, इस मानसून सीज़न का, वो नॉर्मल से 5% एबव है. और आने वाले दिनों में भी एटलीस्ट फॉर 2 to 3 डेज नॉर्मल मानसून एक्टिविटी कंटिन्यू रहने के चांसेस है गोवा के ऊपर. अभी जो सिग्निफिकेंट वेदर सिस्टम था 2 दिन पहले, एक लो प्रेशर एरिया फॉर्म हुआ था बे ऑफ बंगाल में, जो कि आज के दिन 13 सितंबर को फर्दर इंटेंसिफाई होगी डीप डिप्रेशन नाम के स्टेट में, उस स्टेट में है जिस जो लो प्रेशर एरिया के बाद डिप्रेशन के बाद फर्दर इंटेंसिफाई होके बनता है. और ये सिस्टम अभी नॉर्थ कोस्टल उड़ीसा के आसपास है आज के दिन, एंड इट इज़ एक्सपेक्टेड टू मूव नॉर्थ वेस्टवर्ड डायरेक्शन ओवर नॉर्थ छत्तीसगढ़ एंड नॉर्थ मध्य प्रदेश. तो वो सिस्टम के कारण गोवा के ऊपर सरफेस विंड्स जो है कंपेयर टू लास्ट वीक थोड़ा सा तेज़ है. वी आर रिपोर्टिंग अराउंड 15 to 20 knots ऑफ विंड स्पीड. which is not any destructive in speed, लेकिन it is higher than what it was 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago. एंड नाउ बिकॉज ऑफ दैट सिस्टम गोवा के ऊपर हेवी रेनफॉल एक्टिविटी जो है और 2 दिन कंटिन्यू रहने के चांसेस है. 1 और 2 प्लेसेस पे हेवी टू वेरी हेवी रेनफॉल यानी कि रेनफॉल एक्सीडिंग 11.5 सेंटीमीटर्स इन 24 आवर्स, ऐसे रेनफॉल जिसको वेरी हेवी रेनफॉल बोलते हैं, वो भी होने की प्रोबेबिलिटी है ऑन 13 सितंबर को. और 14 सितंबर को हेवी रेनफॉल एट आइसोलेटेड प्लेसेस में चांसेस हैं. और उसके बाद बेस्ड ऑन प्रेजेंट ऑब्जर्वेशंस कोई वेदर वार्निंग की चांसेस नहीं है. अभी हम लेटेस्ट रडार इमेज को देखेंगे अराउंड 2:30 के, तो देख सकते हैं कि रेनफॉल इज स्टिल कंटिन्यूइंग ओवर सतारी तालुका एंड पार्ट्स ऑफ पोंडा, सांगेम एक्सेट्रा. और ये शॉर्ट स्पेल्स मोस्टली थ्रू आउट आफ्टरनून रहने के चांसेस है. नॉट ओवर ऑल द प्लेसेस, लेकिन 25 to 50% ऑफ स्टेशन के ऊपर ये शॉर्ट स्पेल्स ऑफ रेनफॉल आज के दिन कंटिन्यू रहने के चांसेस हैं.
On Tuesday evening, several devotees were seen singing and dancing as they proceeded to emerge Lord Ganesha. Here are the glimpses of the 5-day Ganesh Visarjan. Ganpati Bappa Moria. Thank you for watching HCN, and that's all we have in today's news bulletin. For more alerts, please do follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and on Twitter as well. Until then, goodbye and take care.